Good morning from Fort Lauderdale and welcome. I'm Holly D with Holly D Traveling After Transplant, and today is cruise day. We are getting ready to go on Allure of the Seas, and we are leaving out of Fort Lauderdale or Port Everglades. So here we are, but it'll be an 8-day over Thanksgiving cruise. So let's go. See you on the ship. All right, got Mama D and Papa D. They're on the trip with us. We're getting ready to meet Bert on the ship after he does check-in and all that. He stayed somewhere else, but here we go, off to the ship. Mama D and Papa D do not travel light, but here we made it to the ship. I will say that this part has been a little bit hectic. You have to show your ID while you're driving in just to get on, including the Uber driver and all that. So make sure to have that ready here at Fort Lauderdale. But now we are on my favorite aisle. It is time to get on this ship. Security was pretty quick. Check-in was all really quick. But she wanted to give me like the cliff notes of everything, and I'm like, sweetie, I'm on a ship once a month. Like, but here we are. We're walking on. It is time. All right, here we go. I'm giving a little bit of space so I don't be filming somebody's rear the whole way. But up at the top, there's a lot of legs to this kind of gangway, but at least it's not super steep. But we are on the final stretch. We are just about ready to get on Allure. Cannot wait. I have been on the ship before, but it's been refurbished since then. So it went to dry dock. But let's see how it is. First steps. And we are on Allure. All right, it's cruise day. Let's start the fun. All right, so we are walking through the promenade. We are going to muster because you always get on and do muster so we don't have to go back to the old way. Mom and Dad and Bert are in the dining room, and I'm at the Aqua Show. I think they know me, but we're headed that way. As you can see, the music, people, it's kind of crazy, but muster. All right, so my muster station's at the Aqua thing. I checked in, super quick and easy. And again, they always ask if it's just me, but oh well. So now we are off to the box office to try to get tickets. And I'm gonna also try to get on the Wi-Fi to see if you can get tickets that way. But there are a lot of people on the ship, so we shall see. But muster station, check. We got our Aqua tickets, and then it was on to the schooner bar. You have to get the first drink. We didn't even make it an hour in. At least they gave me my drink time. Not even an hour. Mama D and Papa D's balcony. And then my inside. Look for the videos. Alright, this is the end of my hallway. This is pretty cool. I can watch the slides and the water show and all that. Boardwalk. That's really neat. I kind of like this. Oh my god. Yeah. Evidently Bert really liked the Indian that we just met. Oh, we missed the like mashed potatoes, cauliflower, all of that. Pasta stations. It's still really busy even though it's almost like 3 o'clock. Kind of crazy. Food stations. Bar. Whoa! And then just I ended up just getting a salad since we were going to Giovanni's later, but then lime and coconut drink. All right. We went a long time on this one. So, you know what that means. It is officially sail away time, but not really because we don't sail away until 5:30 and it's only like 2:30, but let's go. All right, so Mama D and Papa D kind of tapped out for a little bit. We went up to the Windjammer, grabbed a little bit of a lunch after having a few drinks at the schooner, checking into our rooms, all that. Went to the Windjammer, got a little bit to eat. It was still super, super packed. The layout of it, I think, cuts down on some of the tables, but we'll see how that goes throughout the week. But then we stopped at Lime and Coconut and got a drink. tip, when it's super busy on the one on the main pool deck, go up one floor and you get served right away. So, tip there. But now we are up here at the pool deck getting ready for sail away. They're having a party at 3:45, but we don't set sail till 5:30. Make it make sense, but they've also already blown the horn and safety drill and all that. So it's pretty much, we're doing sail away just early and we're not sailing away. But this is what the pool deck looks like. And the music just started. But again, on these Oasis class, there really aren't like dance floors or like spots to go. It's kind of crazy, but we're here at Sail Away. Can't wait to see what they offer. So let's continue to make those memories and not dreams and live every day as a gift, because that's what it is. Thanks to my donor. Sail away. All right, we shifted again. I can't be decisive. That's just me. But we're here at Sail Away party. They're having a few technical issues of like speakers. So they're already 5 minutes late. We'll see how it goes, but not a whole lot of turnout so far. We shall see.
We're gonna try. Let's try. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. Left foot, let's start. Shot, real slow. 1, 2, and turn. The girls sit behind you, not working. Girls sit behind you.
They're really trying to bring the conga line back. This is a pretty good one. It's almost a full circle. All right, it's officially a cruise. Drinks, we ate something, and now the wobble. It's a cruise. And another one, they're bringing it back. Let's not let your kids sing it. And yet another every cruise ship fashion. The YMCA now. I think maybe because there's no copyright on it anymore. I don't know. It's all over. Alright, so this is a traditional song for a different cruise line that starts with a C. But now Royal is doing it with different dance moves. So, see if you like this one. All right, so just finished the official, like, with the entertainment crew part of Sail Away. It went for 30 minutes exactly. They did a whole bunch of line dances, and now the DJ's just gonna play music. So, decent. At least they did some line dances. It was a lot of fun seeing all the people get into it, but interesting. We have the bread basket, the charcuterie board, the beef, the eggplant parmesan, the mozzarella cheese, calamari, the filet, the seafood linguine, regular spaghetti, mushroom risotto, and the noce. Then the tiramisu, another angle of tiramisu, and then everybody else's ice creams. Alright, so I got a few minutes here after dinner, and we are headed to a show here in a minute. But dinner at Giovanni's was absolutely amazing. You will see a lot of pictures with a lot of food. You don't typically get that amount. We have a friend who we've met through cruising that actually works for the ship who works in Giovanni's. So we got like the all-star treatment there, and we got way too much food. But it was absolutely delicious, really good service. I will say that the filet there probably beats any of the steakhouse ones. So definitely get the filet there at Giovanni's. And now we are headed to Mamma Mia in the main theater. So see you around the ship. Time for Mamma Mia. They do not allow recording or photography. All right, quick check-in. Just got done with Mamma Mia. They do not allow any videos or flash photography. You really can't even take any pictures during the show. Well, I snuck the one at the end when they were doing like their final call. But it was amazing like always. It is pretty long, but they do have an intermission. And now it is time for the ball drop. It's pretty packed. Let's see what this is all about. So I'm going to stop the music so I don't get copyrighted, but I wanted you guys to see how they have the globe like open up and then kind of roll out. And this is kind of what they use as like the stage or performance area for the cruise director and activity director. It's pretty neat.
Because they're going to keep the party going right after this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Holy moly, this is the biggest balloon drop we've ever had. Look at you, you're all the way over there. This is terrific. My name is John. I'm your cruise director. I come to you from New Orleans, Louisiana. And right next to me, this is something we're going to be spending a lot of time with. This is David, your activities manager. I promise to not eat too much. Some of you have already failed. I promise to forget to put on my sunscreen. But more than anything else, I promise to have a great time on the water. Everybody's held and stick around because we got an amazing party band just to get you started on the first night of an incredible cruise. Help us count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Only you I'm going through. I just can't smile without you. Hallelujah. Sing it. Hallelujah. Fighting little tanks and the bombs and the bombs and the guns in your head, they are crying. Shining. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone.
When it's number 2 for the day and it's closing time at the piano bar, we leave because I can't do another one. I can't. No. Woohoo! We made it just in time for pizza. There was nobody else there. Good night. from Allure of the Seas. It is the end of day one, Embarkation Day, and it has been a busy but so fun day. So, embarkation was a little different. Like, in order to get into the port, like even on the road, you had to go through a checkpoint and show your ID. So make sure you have that. I don't know if it's because of like a security clearance or things that are going on with the government. I'm not sure, but mom and dad said they've never had to do that before. So that was a little different. But once they checked your ID and all that and asked if there was weapons in the car, they let you through. But then check-in and security and all that were pretty quick and easy. I ended up getting somebody who wanted to give like, every detail of like where to go on the ship for food and when the rooms were ready and all that. Just thinking that I hadn't been on a cruise before. I was just like, hurry that up. But other than that, it was fine. And for a first time cruiser, that would be great. Especially probably pretty helpful if you didn't know the lay of the land. But got on the ship, did muster super quick. Then went and kind of just hung out at the schooner bar, had a few drinks. Then rooms were ready, came and got in the rooms, and the room is great. I have yet to see my room steward, but I've only been in the room for like 15 minutes. So it's not to their fault, it's mine because I haven't been here. And then after that, we ran and got a quick bite to eat up in the Windjammer, and it was still packed. Like we were expecting it to kind of cleared out by then, just from like the rooms being ready, but definitely not. But we got what we needed, got a quick little snack, and it was great. I will say that I don't like the layout as well. It's very spread out, and there's like a lot of like dividers that kind of take up space where tables could be, but we ended up finding a table as it was getting cleared off and it worked. But after that, Bert and I went and kind of did some exploring, went to Lime and Coconut and got a drink, went to the sail away party. Sail away party lasted just over 30 minutes with like the entertainment staff, and they did the line dances and all that, and then they continued to play DJ music after that, so it wasn't with like an abrupt stop, which was nice. But it's just kind of a weird layout on the pool deck for like a dance party or anything like that, because there's not a lot of space, but it was a lot of fun. There were a lot of people, some fun line dances, like they're always fun. So that was good. Then we went and hung out in Central Park for a little bit. Some of the chairs in Central Park are super, super low. So make sure you check that like before you go trying to sit, because you'll go like a penthouse to ground floor real quick. They were comfortable once you got down in them. Like getting back up was a little difficult for some, but it was a nice little place, kind of calm, quiet to hang out in. And then it was time for dinner at Giovanni's, where we met up with one of our worker friends that we've known for years and years. And he spoiled us like always. Some delicious food. I will say that the Giovanni's here has the old menu in comparison to the newer ships. So there's like no meatballs, no stromboli, things like that. If you're used to those ships that have the newer menu, but it was still great. The filet is amazing. Try that. And the eggplant parmesan was like my favorite for the starter. So yeah, very, very delicious. And then after Giovanni's, we went to Mamma Mia. It was a packed house. You have to have reservations on the ship, but they were easy enough to get. And it was a long show, but there wasn't one intermission of like 15 minutes. So if you kind of know an intermission is going to happen or like you sense it, go real quick before the line for the bathroom gets too busy. But after Mamma Mia, Mama D and Papa D called it a night. And then Bert and I went up to the balloon drop, promenade dance party kind of thing. It was a lot of fun, very packed. This cruise is definitely a family cruise with huge amounts of family, like big families. Lots of little kids, lots of kids in general. So it's just kind of that vibe. So be prepared for that if you're doing a holiday week. But after the balloon drop and all that, went up to the piano bar up in Schooner and listened to him. And it took him a little bit to kind of warm up to the crowd and like get what kind of songs we liked to sing and stuff like that. But towards the end, it was a great time, and there was like a small group that was having a blast and singing loud, and a couple of people got up and sang on the mic and things like that. It was a lot of fun. After piano bar closed, or they sang Sweet Caroline and closed, we left and went down to the casino. And Bert and I spent hours down there tonight. And he walked out ahead quite a bit. And then I'm down 80, but I have 300 points. So I'm not really complaining. Like I was just playing the machines. So yeah, good night in the casino. I will say that I'm disappointed in the bar service in the casino. There was nobody walking through in the whole 2+ hours that we were there to get a drink. And then, like, we would go up to the bar to get our drinks by ourselves. But then they never did a last call. So they literally just shut it down, and you had no idea until it was too late. So make sure to watch that. Pizza closed at 3, and we made it by 6 minutes. So yay, we got pizza because we were hungry by then. But yeah, it was a great day. Just kind of a different vibe with it being a holiday week. We didn't stop by the club or anything like that, but it's just not really a party vibe. The casino hardly had anybody in it. But it's still a lot of fun. Deck parties and like the promenade parties are a lot of fun. There's a bunch planned for tomorrow, so we'll see how those go. But yeah, it's fun. It's comfortable. It's relaxing. Lots of music everywhere, which is like a lot of fun, especially in my book. But tomorrow is a sea day, and I'm going to continue to make those memories and not dream and live every day as a gift, because that's what it is, thanks to my donor. And I will see you tomorrow.